Wade here, Excel Painting Contractors, your painting experts. So I've got something a little bit different today. I've been asked a question to do with painting a doll's house. Let's get into it. So the question came in and they said, look, my daughter's just bought a doll's house and it looks like it's got a laminate over it. And she's just saying, what sort of process should I do to repaint it, and can I use house paint? So first things first, yes, you can absolutely use house paint, but I would recommend going to an arts and crafts shop and going into to talk to them about the different paints that are available, because if you want to get into intricate things, for one, you're going to a special artist brush for doing that sort of work. Your old house brush isn't going to really cut it, you know, it's way too big for that. But that's something else. So go in arts and crafts, have a talk to them, and they're going to be able to set you right. However, if you've got paint lying around and you're working on a budget, you can absolutely use house paint on the surface. I will put a caveat in here and say that so your wall paint, if you're using wall paint or exterior wall paint, if it's played with too much, the oils in your hands can start to make that paint a little softer. So that's your latexes that go on your walls and things. Now, if you're going to use acrylic enamels, if you've got some leftover acrylic enamel, which is a hard paint with a lot of resins in it, so it's designed for dealing with constant traffic going through doorways and frames and things where your hands get onto all the time, and it takes a harder knock, then that'll be a better option. Your first thing is, if it's laminated, so it'll be like a wrap that's over the top of it, and you've got the little pictures and things that they have. The best thing is to give it a clean down first. Use a light detergent like a sugar soap, for instance, very light. Clean the whole thing down. Make sure you wipe it down just in case. That doll's house is made out of is MDF, so it'll swell if you let it get too much water on it. So be careful of that. And then sand the whole thing down with something like 220 grit sandpaper over the whole surface. Then wipe that down smooth. And then I'd recommend using an oil-based primer, so something you can buy them in a spray can. So it's go into your paint shop and ask for a primer undercoat that comes in aerosol. You can get a nice even coat over it. Once that's dried, then you can go and get a pencil, and then you can draw out your the design for the Minecraft, for instance, and then you can paint around that. So your different designs. So you can use your acrylic enamel over the top of it, a couple of coats. Just use a nook and cranny roller, just like the small rollers, a foam sleeve, roll that out. Allow it to dry, and then you can put the rest of your Minecraft. Depends what sort of thing you're going to do with Minecraft. You know, I mean, you know, the world's your oyster with imagination. So yeah, I hope that answers. If there's anything else that you want to know about the successful painting of doll houses, you can message me, and I can give you more in depth on it. But the first thing is to make sure that you clean that down, and then put a primer over it. You can brush primer over it, but it's going to look, you know, it's not going to look as smooth as aerosol. And again, same with the top coats. Go to your paint shop, and they will give you vinyl paints that you can go over. But if you want to use paint you've got left around the house, and you find a tin that says acrylic enamel, now you can have oil-based enamel, but acrylic enamel obviously is healthier for you to use. Still follow the health and safety on the back. Clean up, don't wash anything down the sink. Don't ever wash anything down the sinks, because it goes into our waterways. Make sure you dispose of it properly. In New Zealand, at least, you can get rid of waste product through your local Resine and Dulux and wattle shops. They have a place, and your local waste facility has a way for you to get rid of that. I think that's about it, really. Until next time, that's me signing out.